So welcome to Challenge the Road. Do not buy your first race sim yet, and it's because I'm coming to market with my own turnkey solution. But you've got to hear the story how this happened, because you're probably all thinking, Richard, you got all these lovely cars, why would you want a race sim? Let's go back a few years, have a look at first lockdown. Couldn't drive my cars. We're out, we're thinking what's going to happen in the world, and I'm thinking I just want to drive. So I ended up going to Race Room, Brands Hatch. You put this in the videos. If you're an early subscriber, you'll see them there. Skeptical, very skeptical. Went there, drove the first few sims with no motion and different bits, and I thought, this is going to be a waste of time for me. I'm not going to get the involvement. And they said, just wait, go on the full motion. Went on the full motion, loved it so much. I rung Dean Macy. I said, Dean, you've got to go on these sims. And we look back, there's videos there of us on the sims enjoying this full motion. Then the next week I thought, I've got to buy a sim. I've got to buy it like now. Now there's no supply. Lockdown, COVID, all this stuff, lack of supply. Well, I drove back up there, and this is a funny story as well. I drove back up there, I said, I really need this sim. And they said, well, we haven't got any, Richard, for sale. I said, no, I want this one. Tomorrow morning I'm going to bring a van and I want this sim and I want to buy it. And they agreed. And I went up there with the van with a friend of mine, picked up the sim, and I've got it. And I'm thinking, this is brilliant. I get a call from Dean. Dean goes, Rich, you won't believe what I've done. I said, what have you done? He said, I've bought a PlayStation with a little steering wheel. And I thought, I'm in a van with a £18,000 full motion sim rig in the back, and Dean's telling me that he's bought a PlayStation. How am I going to play this? I said, oh right, okay, that's really good, Dean. Yeah, and he said, I've got a really good deal. It's about £350. Thinking, okay, where are you? I said, well, I've just come from Race Room and I've got a full motion sim in the back. And he's like, phone has just gone dead. I rung him back and said, sorry, Dino, but anyway, you got to come over, you got to go on this full motion. Started doing that, we had another lockdown, and I thought, brilliant, I can just drive as much as I like, and I'm enjoying it, and I'm enjoying the thing of just going for a drive. And I don't think people realise this. What I was doing was going on certain games, Assetto Corsa, different ones, and just driving in Scotland, Italy, just driving roads in Lamborghinis, Ferraris, older cars, just driving, just to unwind. And I thought, I want to make my own. So I tried to do some partnerships, and I've been trying for about, I reckon, at least a year. And I thought, right, I'm going to buy my own clubhouse. I'm going to do it, And I haven't really found a good partner, if I'm honest, and they're not on my level. And when I do things, I do things. I don't muck around. And we are not mucking around with this. And I'm not here to take part in this sims. I'm here to take over. And I've been, a customer. I've driven set some good times. And some of the race room stuff, I was number one in F1. I think I've got it cracked. So anyway, looking for a partner. I've partnered with Assetec, and I think I've got a turnkey solution. And this clubhouse is going to transform it. You better come there, try the sims, I build them. The problem with everything was level of training, driver training, equipment training. I thought, it's too much grief. Things going wrong, this type of thing. And I think I can get round that. And I think I'm going to bring some fantastic solutions. Also in the background, I thought, these are quite a lot of money, some of them. I need solutions at a monthly payment. And I actually signed up with a finance company about a year ago. I'm going to finance them. I'm going to bring them to you on a monthly payment. You can come in and we can arrange a finance from like 100, 150, 200 pounds a month. And I think that then brings it into the mass market more, and people who want to have a sim at home but maybe haven't got 6, 10, 15,000. The next part of this story is I started to go on sims that were very, very expensive. So up to like £100,000 sims. And I couldn't find any difference. So I'm thinking, if I can't find any difference, the law of diminishing returns has gone. And then I started to look at Assetec thinking, their product's really good value. what they're doing. Am I gaining any more? I don't think I am. So we're at a level now where you can have VR. So you haven't got to have 3 massive TVs, that type of setup. So you can have a VR headset and get an immersive experience. The direct drives are up to like, 25, 27 Newton meters of torque. That is ample. The feeling from the steering is as good as my car's, but actually better. I remember going out in my Scuderia. I've actually sold that car now, and I thought, the sim feels better. And I'm driving along the road, hitting potholes and all that. I just drove it back and thought, this is a waste of time. I want to drive. And if I'm going to go out on the road, I'm just going to drive at normal speeds, enjoy it, older cars, manuals, fine. But these sims, I'm telling you now, are one of the best experiences I've had, and I have to bring it to market. So we've got the clubhouse. I've got this vision in my mind of this amazing setup and building them. And when I went to London Concours, they can't get me off. I was on there 2 hours. Set a fairly good time, but I love setting up the sims. I love the feeling of the car, even though it's not a car. I love the feeling of the tyres, the feeling of the steering, and getting it exactly right for people. And for me, the buzz is someone getting a sim from me and going, Richard, I really like that. I did sell a few at the start, and then, as I say, the partners that I've had are just not at the level they need to be. You've got to remember, I'm 24/7. Not messing around. I want everyone to have the best experience. If you look at the companies I've got in mobile, we won customer service awards for 10 years in a row. My staff are totally dedicated to your mobile contract, and that's how it's going to be in this sim. It'll be exactly the same. And I'm really excited because it's a bit like when I spoke to them about building sims and that, is what do you want? Well, how can you build something if you don't know what it is you're trying to build? And I think I'm going to come in with sort of 2 or 3 turnkey solutions. Dean loves GT7, Gran Turismo. I'm going to have a Gran Turismo set up that Dean's going to work on with me. I haven't played that yet. I'm looking forward to doing that. And then you've got Assetto Corsa, iRacing, all these other ones. And also with the clubhouse, I want to bring events. I love being at Buell Water and people behind you and trying to beat Dean's time and the adrenaline and the buzz because it's competitive and the adrenaline's flowing. And I think we're never going to get an experience of driving an F1 car, are we? Never. But you're getting the feeling of doing that. And just so you know, 2 years' time, they reckon that from home, you will be able to join a Formula One race in your sim and be exactly in the grid position you qualify and race as the races. This is ridiculous. This is crazy. And this is how things are moving on and how the world's moving on and how virtual reality, we can get a piece of the action, that feeling. And, when I went up to London Concours, I just want to be on the sim all the time. I just want to drive all the time. So, yeah, if you're sceptical about sims, I'd love to show you the clubhouse and show you what I'm going to do once it's open. Obviously, I'm a little way off, but we are flat out. And, my team, John was there Saturday, Sunday. We want to get this open and I want to show you what we can do. So, so don't buy a sim yet. Wait for my solution. Just wait. If you're really interested, just message me, Instagram, Facebook, on here, whichever way, and say, Richard, I'm interested, because I think we can do this at a very, very good price. As I say, a monthly payment as well. You could lease them, but you're going to get a fantastic experience. And everywhere I've been so far, every sim I've been on, I've just gone, crash, crash. And it was the same at London Concours. It takes time to set up everything so you can feel comfortable, you feel happy, and it's drivable, and it's not a game. These ones I see that are set up are games. No, this is proper driving. There's no mucking around. You see Max Verstappen finishing an F1 race and he's back on his sim, and it's because he's getting that thrill and that adrenaline all the time. So yeah, I hope you enjoy this video. I can't tell you how excited I am to do it, and this Assetec partnership. Looking forward to getting over there in Denmark. Looking forward to going over there, but also, I want that stuff like now. I've got a call with them today. It feels like forever, but we did have a weekend in the way. But I want the stuff here, and I want my sims here. I'm going to order 6 to start with, just to test them out, get running. I want some at home. I want some in the clubhouse, some in different. I'm going to give one to Dean to try. But yeah, I think this is it now, and I'm excited. I just want to go, and I hope you enjoy the journey of this as well, and I hope you look forward to the clubhouse developing, and some of the events we're going to run there. And please like, share, subscribe. If you get a chance to share the video, it really helps us grow. Sam's coming on more full time to help with the videoing and what we're doing, because we've got this clubhouse set up, and I'm excited about that. So yeah, see you again soon.